What's up, squad? Skeletor here, WTF Vapors, doing another little equipment review. We got a lot of vape mail in today, so I'm going to be doing these for a little bit. I am reviewing the SteamCrave Aromamizer RDA. It's a very interesting RDA. It's a lot different than your average everyday RDA. The airflow is a lot different. I'm burning off some juice so I can go ahead and do this review proper. Oops. Since I won this RDA from Matthew Keene from Theory Liquids, I figure that I would just go ahead and drip some theory on it while I was reviewing it. Homie and I did a review on this juice earlier today. It's called Quantum. And the packaging is extremely unique. It looks like a medicine or a vial that they use in the medical field when they take your blood and shit like that. And he sent a little pipette with it. Now, if you look at the bottom, you can see that the bottom is conical, and that's so you can get all the juice with the pipette. And you know, I think it would be cool if there was like a dripper cap, you know, like one of these that would fit on there, that was long enough to go all the way down to the bottom of the vial. Either that or maybe make the vial wider but still give it the same vial effect. I'm kind of thinking like maybe I don't know if you've seen the Gemini juices. I've actually got one right here, I'll show you. But the vials for the Gemini are pretty much like this, except they're glass, and they don't have the point at the bottom, obviously. But you know what I'm saying, how it's similar in what I'm talking about, because usually when you get the glass bottles, you know, they're like this. But so let's get down to brass tacks. Let's get this RDA going. I do have a couple of cons with this RDA. One of which is the cap is very loose. I don't know if there are other O-rings that I can put in. The O-rings that came with, they actually look thinner than the ones that are already on it. Yeah, I'm fucking with the Fu Manhattan, or the Fu Hatton. But you hear that? That's not battery rattled. That's actually the cap of the RDA being extremely loose. That's really the only con that I have with it. If you were to look at the build deck, you would see that there's a lip and then it goes down into the deck. And you have to keep the lip free from obstructions, meaning the cotton, because that's how it gets the cyclone. You see, it's a top breather, and it's really, if you know what, if the O-rings were a tight fit, this would be almost leak-proof, leak-resistant, definitely. But the holes are such at a high rate, and it's actually got like this insert on the inside of it that cyclones, and it comes down and through. It's really cool how the whole scientific shit works with it. The Aromamizer is made for flavor, and it's not a cloud chaser, it's a flavor chaser. Or as I call it, a flavor saver. Those of you that have had Quantum by Theory Liquids know what I'm experiencing right now, and I tell you what, this is some good juice. It was the very first juice to touch the deck of this thing. You know, I figured it was only fitting that I would put the quantum from Theory Liquids inside the RDA that I won from Theory Liquids. See, there goes that damn Foo Hat again, trying to find the sweet spot. I think I found the sweet spot. Yeah, the custard profile with this juice is fucking epic. And I'm a blueberry fan to begin with, and it's really good. It goes great with coffee. Here I am with my clouds and coffee again. You know what? I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to put this on the Colonial and see how we do. And we're back. Alright, so I threw her on my Colonial. Much better, much better. I can't wait to throw this on one of my unregulated box mods that's coming in. Hopefully this coming week. I got a Dimitri and a Cherry Bomber coming in, and I'm kind of excited to throw this on the Dimitri, honestly. The flavor is immense. So much more flavor than any RDA that I've had so far, that I've tried so far, that I've used so far. And that comes from a Mutant X version 2 that homie's got. I've worked on that a little bit. I've got a Tugboat, I've got a Plume Veil, I've got the Patriot, now I've got this. And this by far and away, when it comes to flavor, blows it all away. On a scale of 1 to 10 WTFs, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a 7. If it wasn't so damn wonky, you know, if you can hear that, that's the lid of the RDA. It kind of bugs me, because when I take the RDA off, when I take the deck off, I have to take the cap off, and I have to, try to get in there and really give it a twist, but then you got the juice that you're contending with and shit like that. So, between the cap and that, those are really the only cons, and that's the only thing that brings it down. If the cap was tighter, and if it wasn't so damn loose, I mean, it almost seems like the deck was meant to have. There's two versions of this. There's the hexagonal, which is what I have. And there's a round one, and I'm almost thinking that maybe this deck was supposed to have the round one initially, and they switched it with this. I don't know. What I do know, though, is if it wasn't for the looseness of it, it would definitely be a 9, possibly even a 10. And as you can see, I've got the skull on it, which means I took the initial chuff tip that comes with it. I ended up taking that out, and I put the adapter in. See, it's got the enclosure to keep the spit off of you, which is also a plus. That's a big plus, not get hot juice on you. However, this review's gone on long enough. This is Skeletor. I'm signing off.
This distance, this dissolution, I claim.